Hey there, Dave here. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I'm not a fan of annual fees, right? I think you can maximize your credit cards without paying fees. But there are times when paying an annual fee actually makes sense, specifically when you're getting things of value that you would actually pay for without them being included as a part of a credit card perk. So when I finally bit the bullet and decided to get the Amex Platinum Card, that was back in December of 2019, I carefully calculated the perks. Here's what that looked like. And I determined that I would indeed get more value, get more than my money's worth for that $550 annual fee. Well, if you pay attention to credit cards at all, like I do, you've surely heard by now that Amex is raising the annual fee to nearly $700, $695 to be exact. And Amex is also trying to incentivize new cardholders. New applicants will get a 125,000 point bonus, which if you are on the Schwab version, which I don't know if you get that bonus on Schwab, it was 100 last night when I checked. I'm now seeing 125 for the plain Platinum Card. But that 125,000 points, and they're also doing 10 times points in dining and small, like shop small. So for people with the Schwab version, that bonus is worth $1,500 or more. And it's like 12.5% cash back on dining. That's until September when they devalue the Schwab points. They're going from 1.25 cents per point down to 1.1 cents per point. I'm sure we're going to get into all of that, but they're also adding a whole bunch of new perks, and that's good for existing cardholders and new cardholders. And tonight, this is my first live stream ever on this channel, and I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to not have this be terrible, but if it is, I will be deleting it. But I'm going to be reviewing all of these changes and see if it actually makes sense for me to keep my Amex Platinum Card. And that's normally where I play my theme music, but we're live, so I don't have theme music, and I didn't have time to load anything in. So you may have noticed I'm doing this on a Saturday night before the 4th of July when nobody should be watching. Just looking right now, we actually do have a bunch of people. Oh, yeah, I have more than 100 people on already. There were 80 the last time I checked, and 100 on now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me see if I can switch this view to just my camera. There we go. If you haven't yet, and you don't mind, it's free, it's easy. Tap the like button because that will let YouTube know that that I'm on. I've never done this before, so hopefully they'll be nice and send people my way. 47 likes, 114 viewers. That is what I'm talking about. You guys know how to work that like button. Thank you so much. That's pretty much all I have prepared. What I want to do is basically take some of your chat questions, go through all of these changes, and see. And I'm very me-centric on this because everybody has to evaluate this on their own. So I'm going to do my best to kind of explain what the change is, how I view the change, and then think about it. Is that something that you find value in? Right? And let me just pull up the chats so that I can see what's going on as well. Let's see who's on right now. Alvin, welcome. Lenny. Look at all these people. Orlando guy. Hey, Orlando. I know you always comment that you want the slider, so I did set up the slider for you tonight. There you go. We have Kevin's on, Lily, Nathan. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. iPod King Carter. See a lot of dumb money people in here. It's awesome. I don't see Chris or Jordan. Yeah, I didn't tell them I was going to be on. All right, so let's dig right into this. Basically, they're increasing the fee from $550 to $695, and that's like more than a 25% increase. That's a big hit, but I'm sure you've seen some videos. People have talked about all of the additional perks that they're adding, this sign-on bonus for new people, which, yes, I could actually sign up for a new credit card, get the additional sign-up bonus. It was worth it the first time. Maybe this is a perfect opportunity to refresh, but The way that they're doing this new fee, the $695 fee goes into effect for anyone who applies for a new card right now, as of July 1st, 2021. But for existing card members, that annual fee takes effect on the renewal date on or after July 1st, 2022. I never get this lucky. I actually got this card in December of 2019, so I shouldn't have the renewal until December of 2022. So I'm basically getting almost a full year at the $550 rate and getting most of the perks. The only perks I'm not getting are the $100,000, $125,000 sign-up bonus, and that's substantial. I don't think I've ever seen $125,000 from an Amex card. And I'm not getting the 10 times points on dining. And for me, that is a huge category. 12.5% cash back until September. If you time it just right, you could probably, if you're dining out a lot, that could be a good benefit. But anyway, $145 difference in the fee. We've got to figure out a way. Like I said, I've already figured out that the old structure worked for me. I've got to figure out if this new one's going to work for me and if I can find $145 of value. And I kind of think I will, but we're not going to jump the gun. That's just my premonition. Now my streaming system, for Dumb Money fans, you know that I control the show with a whole bunch of equipment, and it keeps reverting back to the Dumb Money configuration. I need to figure out how to force it to stay on Hey there, Dave here live. Configure. Yes, this is a real learning curve. Thank you guys for bearing with me here. That should do it. Okay. So let's dig into the new benefits that they're adding. Let's first see if anyone has any questions, because I would love to answer questions. Hello, Caldwell. New additional perks feel like a coupon book. I couldn't agree more. I feel like the whole idea of this being the premium luxury card, I have it here somewhere. I was in the studio filming another credit card video, which if you guys like my credit card videos, I've got a banger coming up. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take me to edit it, and that's why I'm doing this live, because I just knew I basically was on vacation for a month and a half, and I'm in town for 2 days, and we're leaving tomorrow. So I'm doing this live because I knew I wouldn't have time to edit it. But here's my Amex card, and there's something in this envelope that you guys are going to want to see. How's that for a tease? If you're not subscribed to this channel yet, you should be. So I bet back to the question. I definitely agree that this feels like a coupon book. I got an email from that founder's card that, basically has a bunch of random perks that you pay a big fee, and then you get, the gold status at Hilton and some of the things that the Amex card gives you. I always thought that felt coupon booky. And so, yes, I think that you really have to work hard to get the benefits. And what I like to do is not have to think about it, not work hard, just make everything super easy. And so my whole methodology is like, set it and forget it. Find the cards that work. I use my Amex card exclusively for airlines, for the 5 times points. I use it for hotels that I book through Amex, which I actually do use Amex Travel quite a bit to book hotels, because if they have the same rate, I'd rather get that 5 times points, which is worth 6.25% back. And then I use it for all of the random coupon kind of credits. So I think I have they have the cell phone credit that I think might be expiring soon, and they have I think I have a streaming service still going through them, which I know they're getting rid of. But that's what I use my Amex card for. And then I have a very simple system. I use the red card for dining. This is my Bank of America cash rewards card, and that gives me 6.25% cash back. Is that right? No, 5.25% cash back. This is what happens. You guys are getting to see all of the outtakes that I would normally edit out. And then I just also got the new metal version of the premium rewards card. And It has the near field, tap to pay kind of thing in it now, and a new design. Look at that. That's nice. Used to be more of this style design. But anyway, I use this as my everything else card. Although I may be switching my everything else card to a card that I'm going to be opening in a grand unboxing video in the next week or so. And then that's it. That's all that I have. Literally, that's all that I have in my wallet. And I use my Amazon card for Amazon and my Apple card for Apple and all the Apple streaming services and that sort of thing. If you've ever watched one of my videos, you know that system. I've just saved you the time of having to watch that video. So now let's see if we have other questions. Do they let you do that? I'm not sure what that's in response to. Credits for company needing attention, not Amex fault. Yes, the credits are for it. Basically, the whole idea of these perks is not Amex trying to do something good for you. Amex is trying to justify their annual fee, and they're partnering with companies that probably Amex is not actually having to pay anything. And if they are, it's a substantial discount, because they want you to try their product. One of the things is the membership discount. And we'll go through point by point, but membership discount at Equinox, and it's like a $30-ish discount, but it's not on any Equinox package. So if you happen to already be a member at your local Equinox, it's not going to qualify. You have to sign up for the one that lets you go to multiple clubs, and then you get a $30 or $35 discount or something. To me, unless you already pay for that, it's not going to be worth it. Let's see. Amex was not even on my radar. Curious if it holds the bar. Been curious about the cost benefits of the Chase Sapphire, World of Hyatt and Hilton. Those hotel specific cards are ones that I typically stay away from, just because the value of hotel points are so easily devalued. The value of any of these points are devalued, which is why cashback is my go-to, right? If you watch my videos, I'm the cashback credit card guy. Let's see what else we have here. You were getting $700 plus on the old annual fee, so would you still be getting at least $5 on the green? Yes. So yes, I was definitely getting enough value to actually pay for this fee. I believe it was $155 and still positive. And so, yes, I would still, even without any changes, any additional perks, it would still make sense for me to have this card, as long as I continue to value those things at what I was valuing them at. But I'm not sure that I actually would value everything at where I was valuing it before. If I pull up this screenshot again, the $200 Uber credit, yes, I use Uber and Uber Eats, and usually I get all of the credit for that. The Schwab bonus, boom. The Schwab version of this card, for me, makes so much sense, because as long as you have, it's a pretty high balance, but if you have a pretty decent sized brokerage account and you have it at Schwab, they're going to give you $200 off the annual fee. That $200 airline credit, I never get value from that, because you have to select one airline and they barely let you use anything. And yeah, I know all the card gurus out there are going to say, no, you can definitely get $200 of credit. I don't want to have to jump through hoops. If I can easily get the credit, I will. And so I value that at $25. I never remember to do the Saks credit. And even if I do, that's not something that I would buy anyway. I do use airlines, and I do, buy cocktails on American Airlines, and that's where I get my $25 of value, when I actually remember to put that card in my wallet and buy a cocktail on American Airlines. Because, I guess I always get my baggage included with my fare and that sort of thing. And Saks, I don't shop at Saks. I wouldn't assign any value to that. Priority Pass Select. Yes, I do like having Priority Pass when there's not a Centurion Lounge. Centurion Lounge, yes, I do like that. The whole reason I got this card was because I stopped paying for the American Airlines card, because the Admirals Club experiences that I was having in some countries and in some parts of the world, I like the Centurion Lounges better, although they're getting crowded. Have you been to a Centurion Lounge lately? They are, I had to, post-pandemic, like reopening, when now we're traveling again, I actually had to be on a wait list to get into the Centurion Lounge at DFW Airport. It only took 20, 30 minutes. But if you're just popping by for a quick snack before your flight and not planning to go to the lounge to film a TikTok video or something, I guess that's what people do there now. Anyway, Centurion and Delta lounges, and they've added some additional lounges. We'll talk about that as well. Bonvoy Gold Elite status. That is something that I like. When I book directly through Bonvoy, I like having the gold status. It's not as good as it used to be. They no longer give you a free breakfast with the gold status. That's only at, I believe they're platinum level now. And so there's not as much reason to have gold status. I probably would reduce that $100 by a little bit. And the Hilton Honors gold status. Yeah, I mean, I want to have status if I'm staying at a hotel. And we're going to talk about the $200 perk for the fine hotels, the expensive hotels that they're giving you an additional perk on this Platinum card as part of the coupon book savings that we've talked about. And TSA PreCheck, yes, I do that. I can't remember which card pays for it. I have several cards that pay for it, and I would value that at $25. So that is how I racked up my points or my valuation on all of these items back when I decided to get this card initially. And you're right. Technically, I am still going to have more reason to have this card than not by $5. But if I miss something, if I don't quite have as many Uber Eats deliveries as I was expecting, then I'm losing money. And why go through the hassle if you're not going to just easily cover the fee? Anyway, let's talk about these benefits. And they're saying that it's over $1,400 of value each year, and we're going to go through these. So the first one is $240 of digital entertainment credit, and that comes in the form of $20 monthly statement credits on eligible purchase. And that sounds great. $240. I use a lot of digital. I'm on Netflix and Hulu, and I use all sorts of digital things. But hold on a second. Those people don't need your money because they already have your money. They need your money, but they don't need your Amex promotional dollars because they've already got you. So here are the streaming services and entertainment packages that qualify for that $20 monthly statement credit. Peacock. Okay, I guess that I think I downloaded the free version and I haven't yet needed to upgrade, but okay. Audible sounds good. I actually would like to have, access to books, but I kind of already get a book or two. I get more books than I need for free through Amazon Prime. I don't know that I need to subscribe to Audible, so I'm probably not going to do that. Sirius XM. I don't know about you, but I have not driven, and I have no need for Sirius, and I think their sound quality is worse than FM radio. And finally, the New York Times, which I do pay for already, and I will start. I'll change my billing from wherever I'm paying now. I actually think I'm doing it through my Apple Card through a subscription, so that's 3%. I will. I think I'm paying less than, probably it's around $10 a month. I really came unprepared for this. I think it's around $10 a month, and I think that I'll be able to get that fully paid for. And these are stackable. So if I wanted to also pay for the $10 a month Peacock package, I probably could get both of those for free. I don't really think I'm going to bother doing that. So I value that at maybe $120 if my Amex pays for the version. What is that? That is. Let me just pull up real quick and see how much New York Times is, because that's the one that I already pay for, and that's my criteria. If I already pay for it, then I will be glad to have someone else pay for it. But I'm already a subscriber, so I don't exactly know how to find my billing information. Here we go. And I would share my screen with you guys, but I don't know that credit card numbers and random stuff like that aren't going to pop up. So we're going to just not show that. So I'm on the basic digital access plan. My promotional rate is $8 plus tax billed every 4 weeks until May 30th, 2022, and then it goes up to $17. Perfect. It used to be $4.26. Now I'm paying $8.51, and it's going to go up again May 30th, 2022. As long as Amex is still offering this, my New York Times subscription has been paid for. Cool. Thanks. Next up. Again, just to quickly recap, $240 digital entertainment credit, but the only things that qualify as digital entertainment: Peacock, Audible, SiriusXM, and the New York Times. Decide for yourself. And smash the like button. Okay, next up, $300 for Equinox. I mentioned it a little bit already, but it comes in the form of $25 monthly statement credits. I thought it was $35. It's $25 monthly statement credits on select Equinox Fitness Club monthly memberships or a digital subscription to Equinox Plus. Okay. The subscriptions, I did actually look this up. I'm not an Equinox Club member, but that might be interesting. If I could save $300 a year. Equinox clubs are super expensive. I don't know that I would be going to an Equinox, but just looked it up. And no, the cheaper package does not qualify. So the package that I would sign up for if I were going to sign up at Equinox does not qualify for the credit. And so I don't find any value in the Equinox credit. Next up, the hotel credit. That is an annual statement credit valued for a prepaid booking at fine hotels and resorts or the hotel collection properties. And you do that through amextravel.com. They always filter those to the top of the list. I actually like these hotels. These are the nicest hotels in most areas. They're expensive hotels. I like the perks that come along with them. Let me see if I can pull up the rest of the perks that come up with that. So this is the offer here. Let's find the $200 hotel credit. So it's a statement credit, but what I'm really looking for is the normal benefits on your travel. Let's see. Find hotels program. So they say you average a total value of $550 in extras at over 1,100 properties. Like daily break. So if they think that you average $550 when you stay at one of these properties, they are on crack, because it's definitely not that good. But it's better if you're going to stay at one of these hotels anyway. It's good to book it through Amex, because usually the rate is the same, because these are hotels that don't often have like crazy, insane discounts. Like if you're shopping on when you're on Google and they show you the rates and they compare all like 17 different places you can buy it, and one of them is like some random place you've never heard of, but it's like $100 less per night. Okay, I'll book through that. And I've done that, and it works. But I don't use my Amex card for that. I use my my 3.5% travel card, which is my Bank of America. Anyway, if you stay at these, they say you're going to get $550 in extras, but I don't know a breakfast for two that costs that much. I don't know that 4 p.m. late checkout costs that much. A $100 experience credit to savor something unique at each property. That's cool. And sometimes they will actually, my favorite use of the $100 experience credit is not using their spa or their, whatever it is that they intend for you to use it. I always ask them, is that credit good towards your valet parking? Because these are the hotels that it's like $60 a night for valet parking, and you get almost 2 nights of parking paid for if it's, depending on the rate that they're charging you. That's my favorite use of that credit. And they say that it's based on fine hotels and resort booking in 2019 for stays of 2 nights. Actual value varies. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the new thing that they're adding is this $200 hotel credit when you book one of these hotels through Amex. So that's good. I'm sure that I mean, if you book, there are limitations, and some of them you have to book 2-night stays and that sort of thing. I'm sure that I will get my $200 of credit there. And they're saying hotel collection, you get at the hotel collection, you get $100 experience credit on qualifying activities like spa treatments. Minimum 2 night stay required for to be eligible for that benefit. Experience credits vary by property. Again, best experience credit is the experience of parking your car for free. Okay. Then another new credit that they've added. So I'm good with the $200, the hotel credit. I will be staying at those hotels enough each year to probably qualify for that credit, because I think you might have to enroll, but it should be automatic after that. There is a new $179 Clear credit. So Clear is the private company version of TSA PreCheck. You've already got your TSA PreCheck paid for. This is just another line you can go through. I'm going to go ahead and sign up for it. They're actually getting exactly what they wanted from this one, because that's not something that I would find enough value in to pay $179 myself. But that is something that if there was a Clear line that was faster or not as many people in it as the TSA line, because the TSA PreCheck line seems to have everyone in it now, that's a perk that I would have considered buying myself if I started seeing more Clear locations and saw them moving faster. But I'll sign up for that. $179. Boom. And with that one alone, I've more than paid for the annual fee increase, which I don't have to pay. I get these perks. I don't get the sign up bonus perks, but I get these perks for starting now. And I don't have my fee increase until December of 2023. Would that be right? Because so they would normally be renewing after January 1st, 2022, and I won't. So it'll be December 2022. That's what I'm talking about. December 2022. All right, next up, Global Dining Access by Resy. Depending on which market you live in, Resy you may or may not heard of. It's a reservation booking service. I've used it. Some restaurants are on it, some are not. They've had this global dining program as part of the Platinum program for a long time, and they've had some really good restaurants on it in different places that you would have a hard time getting a spot. And they supposedly, I've never actually been able to use this, but it seems cool. You supposedly can call someone at Amex and they will have a special table waiting for you at the place, subject to availability, but supposedly they kept one reservation at each of these restaurants every night. First priority goes to a Centurion card holder, and then a Platinum card holder if a Centurion person doesn't want to sit at that table. So that sounds cool. I've never been able to actually use it. Every time I am going to a city where I want to get into a hot restaurant, it's either not on the list or it's not available. And I've only tried it a couple of times. So the Resy deal sounds like a neat newer way to search for your reservation, right? To be able to just go on Resy and you put your Amex card in Resy, and then it should just automatically tell you that these are the places that are part of the global dining program. The problem is Resy is not in as many markets as the old global dining program. I don't know if they're keeping all of the old restaurants that you now still have to call someone, and it's only the restaurants and markets where Resy is popular. But I looked at the list, and if you live in, I believe, Chicago, there's a ton of them. And I may have these backwards. It was late last night when I was trying to figure out if Resy was something that I would enjoy or not. Dallas, where I live, is not even on the list. The old program had a couple of steakhouses on it that I guess places that you really don't need a reservation to get into, except for on busy nights, and then you probably wouldn't be able to get it on the Amex program anyway. So anyway, my point is this Resy deal sounds neat, but it's in so many fewer markets than the old version of the dining program that it almost sounds like it's downgraded the program. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the chat. And I will be getting back to the chat. I just want to get through this list and then get on with the chat. which, by the way, I've already been on for 30 minutes. Do you guys realize that when I make a video with me edited, it takes me this long just to get through the points? Now you know. The more you know. See, I feel like that's how I edit. Anyway, so Global Access by Resi. Then they have, oh, this one's a good one. For all you private jetters out there, you get premium private jets. You get a 20% discount on the Wheels Up Connect and a 40% discount on the Wheels Up Core membership. And also $500 or a $2,000 credit added to your Wheels Up account to use towards your initial flight within the first year, depending on your selected membership. So I don't know how many people who use a coupon to book their private jet, but that sounds not usable at all. Like if you need the $2,000 off your first flight, you probably shouldn't be flying private. And now I need to go to the comments. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom. I just want to go through kind of in order. Yes, Orlando, I am using Ecamm. You were getting $700. Oh yeah, I already showed that one on the screen. What's your initial attraction to Amex Platinum? Initially, I hated everything about it because it's a super high fee and I wasn't sure I was going to get enough value. Once I did the math and realized, yeah, these are things that I do anyway, then I was okay with it. Matt loves the Clear credit. I'm looking forward to trying Clear. They really got me on that. That is the one thing where their marketing of like, if you get it for free, will you be a customer? And now we get to be on the books at Clear so that they can tell their investors they have more active users. Mike is saying everything must be perfect. I'm sorry, this is my first time, Mike. I had this all set up for a completely different show. You can tell I'm in a completely different studio too. This is not just a paper backdrop right in front of the Dumb Money set. No, not at all. If anyone wants 125 member rewards point, check out Resi's Amex referral. So that 125 member reward point is something that I don't think they're being too selective about. I got 2 pieces of mail today that had the 125,000 point offer in the mail, like the snail mail, paper mail. And then when I logged in as me, I got it. And when I logged in as anonymous, I got it. So that 125 member reward point offer seems to be across the board. And I haven't yet checked whether Schwab has it, because late last night they did not, but I can maybe look that up, but we'll go on. More credit card vids. You guys have been missing my credit card vids, haven't you? I can tell because you're not watching my other videos. It's like sometimes I get 100,000 views and then sometimes I get 5,000. That makes me not even want to make a video the next day. Whatever happened to the X1 card? Fake marketing? No, they're supposedly, and I don't have a recent update, but I think it's just delayed. You know how hard it is to launch a new financial product. I don't know the exact reason. I'm not an investor in that product. I'm not a paid spokesperson for that product. I'm just a guy on the internet who dropped it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I think I am still, when you used my referral link for that, I didn't get paid at all. I did get moved up the list, so I was like 200,000 in line. I am now either number 1 or number 2. I keep toggling back and forth between number 1 and number 2 in the waiting list for the X1 card. That was all thanks to you guys. And I hope you'll watch my next video and push me to the top of the list of whatever card I'm opening next, because it's a card that I kind of want to try. From Canada, so this likely won't apply to me. Just love hanging out with Dave. Oh, thank you. That's awesome to hear. I'm so glad to have you here. Big question, which family is better, Chase or Amex? So I have never really been a Chase point collector. I love my Chase Amazon card. And let me think, I have my auto lease was through Chase. And I think I at one point did have the one of the ultimate reward cards, but those points, unless you know how to use those points the best way, you're going to not get the best offer. So, yeah, I there's nothing wrong with Chase. I know that there are a lot of Chase card, trifecta people, and I don't have any problem with you. I just, for me, prefer cash back, and the cash redemption rate on Chase has never been good. The cash redemption rate on any of these cards is never good. With Amex, the Amex Platinum Card, if you want to cash in your member rewards points for cash, it's 0.6 cents per point, which is that's laughable. But that's probably better than whatever Citi is giving you for thank you points these days. That program, I got burned. That's when I switched from being a points collector to a cash collector. When Citibank took my 200,000 thank you points and made them worth nothing. Something, but not. Basically, my best redemption there was buying Best Buy gift cards or something, and that tells you exactly how long ago that was, because I can't even remember the last time I shopped at Best Buy. Let's see. Let's see. 125K is in incog mode. In incognito mode to get that offer. I was logged in as me and got the offer, and I got the business card version mailed to one of my LLCs that doesn't even operate anymore, and even Megan, my girlfriend, got the 125. That that glossy, or I love packaging. That mailer that feels kind of satiny. They sent those cardboard mailers out with 125,000 point offers. I should have brought it up here if I wasn't scrambling at the last minute trying to figure out how to make the stream go. I would have. Orlando guy, you use your Amex Platinum for hotel review episodes, Four Seasons, Orlando, etc. If you have a reason to stay at nice hotels, I like staying in nice hotels, or you want to review a nice hotel, it's a good way to do it. And I do enjoy that. Amex Platinum charges $230 in Turkey. It's interesting. That is something that I probably should know more about, is what all these credit cards do in other countries. I've had a lot of people ask, so what would you recommend in this country? Most of the countries that I've researched don't have the same kind of interchange that we do, where they charge all the merchants a lot of money, and so there's not much leeway for good point redemption. So maybe they're piling additional perks on to try to make it more appealing to pay an annual fee. It's not just something I know enough about to really to tell you. Look at that, 151 likes. You guys are awesome. You guys are really making my Saturday night. I had no idea that I would even have more than 260 now people just hanging out, talking about credit cards. What I would love to do is figure out a phone call system and do these where I could take live phone calls, but that's only because I've always wanted to do a radio talk show. Holy moly, just checked. MasterCard's Titanium is 2 times the bonus of Amex Platinum on travel. Yeah, the Titanium. I'm not sure which bank is issuing that 2 times bonus. Let me know. I'm kind of behind on these chats. I just wanted to get to as many of you as I possibly could. X1 was supposed to be 4%. I think they just collected emails for their own benefit. Now, I'm pretty sure that card will be coming out, and that was, when you got a lot of, when you refer people, that bumped up the length of time you would be able to get that 4%. And I was joking with the X1 people back at the time when I made the video, you guys are in trouble because I'm going to be getting 4% for life. But I may have found a better everything else card. We'll have to stay tuned for that. Okay, I'm going to skip through. I'm reading every single one of these, but I'm looking I'm skimming for question marks right now. What are the benefits of the Amazon card? Amazon card one benefit and one benefit only: 5% cash back on every Amazon purchase. If you buy anything and it's no annual fee, and they're renegotiating right now, so we'll have to see what happens. But if you buy anything at Amazon, I would highly recommend getting an Amazon card. It's no annual fee, and it's a good. I mean, it's a good card. I don't even have the card. I think it was a metal card. I don't carry it in my wallet. I logged it in my Amazon account, and that's the only place I use it. It does have some other benefits, but really there are other cards that do the other benefits better. BFA cash rewards earn spent at 5.25% is limited to $2,500 per quarter. That is true, and that is where I use it exclusively for restaurants. And I have gone over $2,500 per quarter on occasion, but it happens so infrequently that I don't bother with it. That 5.25% back ended up being better than 4% back on everything for me. But again, you should always do the math. I have a whole video where I plotted out how all of the cards compared to that Amex, specifically in dining, trying to figure out if the gold card from Amex would make more sense for me. And for me, it did not, because it has an annual fee and you start in the hole, and it's really hard to get that line back above. It takes a lot of 4% dining to make your annual fee back on the gold card. Let's see. Resi has a 15x instead of 10x promo reward weight. That is cool. I hadn't seen that. How does the Amex Schwab dropping from 1.25 to 1.1 impact your decision? I'm very upset with Schwab. I actually got a letter from Schwab today. The person they have assigned to me was going on vacation, and he just wanted to let me know. That was nice. I'm going to call that person and ask them, hey, if you have a certain account balance, can we still get the 1.25 cents per point redemption rate? Because that was really a nice benefit. And I doubt they'll have that, but that would be the thing that I would suggest to them from a luxury standpoint, both from Schwab, high net worth individuals, and Amex trying to attract and retain high net worth individuals. Give a tiered structure. If you can only do 1.1 cents per point for everyone, maybe have it tiered upwards. But who knows? You mentioned Hilton, and within a minute I had a Hilton Honors pop-up from their app coming. That targeting is amazing. Have you considered getting multiple B of A cash rewards card to have another category for the 5.25? Yes, I have considered that, and I actually found that if I did that, the best other category for me would still be a second restaurants and dining. I just don't spend enough in any of their other categories for it to really make sense. But if I shopped more at grocery stores, or if I had another category, I would absolutely get another one of those cards, because that is a no annual fee card with a really attractive sign-up bonus. You might just continuously get new ones. If you see, I try to simplify my life. I used to chase points, try to get every last dollar. Now I just try to have the most simple version where I don't have to think about it, where I can just set it and forget it, and then I don't have to worry about anything, right? I just use the red card when I'm at a restaurant. And if I happen to have gone over $2,500 per quarter that quarter, it drops down, but it doesn't drop down to zero. And I'm still getting the 75% multiplier on top of if it does drop down, is it 1 point? I can't remember. Anyway, that's how I just don't even think about it. You changed your mind on annual fees, Dave. No, I didn't. My mind is very firmly set, and annual fees are terrible. You should never pay them. The only time an annual fee makes sense is when you're getting something of value that you would pay for anyway, even if it were not a part of a credit card program. And only if you're getting more value than you would get otherwise. So, like, if I buy a cell phone every year, and I'm going to buy a cell phone every year because that's just who I am, and a credit card wanted to give me a free cell phone every year, and I buy a $1,000 phone and they wanted to give me a $1,000 credit and they were only charging a $500 annual fee, yeah, I would pay a $500 annual fee to get a $1,000 phone. The Equinox membership is silly. I'd rather use the Chase Peloton credit. Interesting. Well, you did see that the Equinox also goes towards their online version. Not to be a Peloton hater, because I know we have a lot of Peloton investors who follow dumb money. I'm not one of them. But yeah, you could use the Equinox version of online working out. But no, it doesn't come with a fancy $500 bike. Let's see. Thoughts on City Custom Cash. City Custom Cash, it seems to me they've just basically rebranded the 2% card and made it worse. So no, I'm not switching to that. And I still have the 2% card, but I don't use it. I have it in my paper wallet somewhere. Definitely in the studio, but it has not left this studio since you last saw it in a video. Let's see. The FedEx can't be the X1 card, can it? You already technically unboxed that. You're gonna have to stay tuned. I can't say what it is until you see it, because otherwise you're not going to tune in, and I need you to watch my videos, because otherwise this channel just goes into a dark hole where nobody ever sees my videos, which has happened in my last 2 uploads. Shame on you. Just kidding. You guys are awesome. If you're watching me on a Saturday night at 8 o'clock in the evening, you are one of my best friends. Big fan of the Sapphire Reserve, with the travel credit being really easy to use and not being a coupon book like Amex makes everything. So yes, the travel credit there is the only travel credit that works. Like all the other travel credits, I had the, and this was also a Chase product, was it the Ritz-Carlton card, the metal card, expensive card, only it gave you some free room benefit. It had some neat things, but the hotel credit was impossible to use. Impossible. I called them. They wouldn't do it. I think I've told the story in a video before. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I can tell you that it was painful, and that's the reason I got rid of that card. I know hotel points are so low in value, but most give you free nights and other perks, so sometimes they are worth it. And that is true. I do actually still have the annual fee Bonvoy, whichever one. I don't think they even offer it anymore. It was like basically a downgrade path, and then I have it, and I think it's a $95 annual fee, and it gives you 1 night per year. And I think it's at up to a 35,000 point hotel. So, and maybe some other perks. That's one that I should really reconsider. I'm not sure I'm getting $95 of value from that. I did recently, on my most recent road trip, you know that I'm a van lifer now. Also, check out my new channel, Dave's Van Life. Just kidding. I don't actually do any, I haven't done any thing other than a Dumb Money Live from the front seat of a van. But I do have the, what was it? I just completely lost my train of thought. Hotel points value. Oh, so I do have this $95, and I did actually use it during our van life road trip because, I'm a grown adult and I can't sleep in a van every night for a month. So we stayed in some hotels. A lot of hotels. Van lifing is very expensive when you are a, oh, look, my friends are texting me that I'm doing a live stream right now. Maybe they'll be joining soon. Van life is, I think I should start like a TikTok channel that is like van life for millionaires or something, just where it's just like ridiculous. You know, here we are in our van that's just not a fancy. I mean, it's just a van with a bed and a kitchen and bathroom, but almost unusable because it's so small. Gosh, I'm really losing my train of thought now. I think I have so many alerts going on and 200 likes now. You guys, 200 likes for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you guys so much for doing that. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, something about van life. And oh yeah, I need to start a van life TikTok channel and just make it ridiculous, showing like This is how you do van life as I walk into the Ritz-Carlton. Anyway, I know you don't like Peloton, but the Equinox credit is Equinox poor attempt to compete with Peloton, Apple Fitness, $12, $10 respectively. Equinox is $40, effectively $15. Yeah, I'm not saying that Equinox Plus is good, and the only thing that would be good is if you already do it and you already like it and you thought you were getting $40 of value, then you might as well have Amex pay for it, because otherwise, yeah, I don't think that is a service that I'd rather see Apple and Peloton both win. I don't really have anything going for Equinox. The Platinum is too attainable. Okay, so maybe they're trying to make this a little bit more of an exclusive card by raising the price point. I'm not sure. I mean, it does. That's what they. I mean, I just think they're trying to increase their revenue. I did the math, and I don't have it at the top of my head, but I did the math on the revenue that they were making from Centurion card holders when they bumped up that. I mean, that's just free money for them, because I don't think they had a lot of attrition for people who were already paying a ridiculous amount for their Centurion card. Thoughts on holding multiple business platinum cards? Is the business platinum offer public with a lifetime, with no lifetime language, 150 member rewards, 15,000 spend, additional 10,000 member reward points when adding employee card? So I haven't really done the research on holding multiple business platinum cards, so I'm going to have to pass. I just don't have a good answer for you. You've got to fly Delta. So, yes, I think you're talking about the lounge program, and to be able to get into the Delta lounge, you have to fly Delta. $20 a month for Peacock, $4.99 versus $9.99. New York Times. Why? I like reading the New York Times. It's nice to be able to get past the paywall when you are reading a story. Okay, I'm going to try to get back. I have so many comments. You guys are awesome. Oh, look, Lisa's here. Alvin's here. Look at all these people that I recognize. Oh, look, Ask Sebi is here. Ask Sebi probably knows more about all of this than I do, but he's also not planning on using Equinox. Let's see. I'm just trying to get through these so that we can get back to more stuff. So, oh, look, my alert didn't go off. What did I miss? Just rewind and start from the beginning. Please repeat everything. Otherwise, you will need to do it for me after the stream. So actually, Chris, thanks for tuning in. This is something that I was thinking would be a good video, is what's in Chris Camillo's wallet. Because I know you're not doing points right. You're not doing cash back right. You're not doing anything right when it comes to this whole game. So we'll do an episode of that at some point right here on Hey There, Dave here. So subscribe if you haven't already. So let me just jump back to some of the other changes that they're making. Let's see here. I think I talked about all of the new perks. There may not be anything else that I really need to talk about, so we can just go straight into more Q&A. But we talked about the annual fee, we talked about Clear, we talked about all of these credits. Yeah, so that's probably it. So let's keep doing these questions. Dave is detailing the perks of a $695 Amex card. Chris, I think that was for you to know what you've missed. And is Chris's restaurant on Resi? I'm not sure, but when I logged into my Amex account from because they know where I live, it was the second restaurant that showed up in the shop local category. So if you are in Dallas, you should definitely go to Chelsea Corner. Check it out. It's not a sponsored post at all, but it's a great restaurant. Let's see. Ask Sebi did a video on the Charles Schwab changes. Ask Sebi does a video on every card and every change, and I love it because that's how I can stay up to date without having to read too much. You know, YouTube, so much better than reading. Chelsea Corner is on Open Table and not Resi. And Resi is a New York-centric perk, really, and a couple of other markets. And I looked, there's like one restaurant in Austin and maybe a couple in Houston, 0 in Dallas. I guess we just don't have any nice restaurants here. $695 fee times 37% tax write-off since it's a business expense for YouTube. Yeah, well, I don't, that just seems like too small of a thing for the IRS to come after me for. The private jet perk is a marketing scam. I think most of these, though, are not so much a marketing scam, but they're just trying to get people to sample the product, right? These are all products that they are desperate for customers to justify their existence in the world, and they just haven't, they haven't found the right marketing message. So what if we give the service away for free to these people who are willing to pay a ridiculous amount of money for a credit card? Maybe they'll try our service. And the only one I'm falling for is Clear, because that sounds like something that I might like and might not, but it's free. Clear just allows you to not pull out an ID card and use your fingerprint. That's it. So yeah, and I've seen it though, like right next to the TSA pre-check line, and it basically, they had 0 people waiting in that line, and the TSA pre-check line had like 20 people in front of me. And I feel like TSA pre-check has become too commonplace now, and so maybe Clear will get me through an airport or two. But I do love TSA PreCheck. I can't imagine why you would not have that, especially when every credit card seems to want to give it to you for free. Resi is huge in Chicago. That when I was looking at trying to figure out, well, where do I go and which restaurants would I want to go to? There were a couple of cities that I was like, there's 50 restaurants in that city and 0 in my city. New subby here. Well, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for watching on a Saturday. If you're in the United States, you're late on a Saturday. If you're somewhere else in the world, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We have it's the algo. So are you all smashing that like button? I think that we have a dramatically good like to view ratio on this. I have 232 likes and currently 313 viewers. So Chris wants to know what the big new perk is. Okay, Chris, I'll just recount. Chris is not going to stop until I just do this whole video over for him. It's easy. $240 of digital entertainment. You're not going to use any of them except for maybe the New York Times. $300 Equinox credit that you're not going to use. $200 hotel credit if you book your hotel through the Amex travel.com website, and you use one of the expensive type hotels that they always float to the top of the list. You get $200 off of those. But you probably do stay in those hotels. I'm talking to you, Chris Camillo, specifically. And if you're going to stay in those hotels and you don't have a better rate somewhere else, you should use the Amex card, because you also get a $100 amenity. They sometimes give you free breakfast. They give you late checkout. It's a good way to book those hotels, but you might have status at some of them anyway. And then the $179 Clear credit to get you the Clear membership. The global dining moved from a phone call to Resi, apparently. I don't know if all the existing restaurants are still available, but you now can book your global dining restaurant through Resi, and then that premium jet program. And that's it. Those are the perks. And it costs you $145 more. All right. Are you going to post this live video? Do you guys think I should? If you think I should, I probably will just let this go to an archive just like it's a normal video. Although I don't know that anyone's going to want to watch an hour-long video, but maybe they will. I don't think it went as badly as I thought it might. So the whole reason I did this if you're just tuning in now, the reason I chose Saturday night, the 3rd of July, before a holiday weekend that pretty much started 2 days ago. Nobody should be home watching this right now, because I didn't know if this was going to be a good video or not. So I decided to go live. So Dave gets one. No one else does. Gets one what? Guy from my founded X1 credit card. A guy from my college company. I don't know. City Custom Cash. I do need to do more research on City Custom Cash. They keep sending me junk mail about it because I have the City Double Cash card still, and I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, Amazon is supposedly breaking up with Chase. I've heard that. It isn't good news, but there is. Amex also has. There's multiple cards, and I think they're all the 5%. There's a business card that you can get. I'm sure that you'll be able to find a way to get your 5% Amazon, even if Chase breaks up with them. And that's my thought on that. And Chase has the 524 So I'm not a points chaser. I don't sign up for cards. These limitations generally are not something that I pay attention to because I'm not applying for cards as frequently as a 524 would limit me. But that's just me. I mean, if you are trying to maximize your sign-up bonuses, I used to play that game and just it was taking more time than it was worth. I would much rather now edit a YouTube video for you guys than make an extra hit to my credit report. I should pull up my credit score and see how I'm doing because I don't think I've applied for a card in a while. What do I do? What's that thing called? It's the app. What's the app called? I don't know. I'm sure someone will type it in. Speaking of Chase, thoughts on Amazon Prime? Yeah, I've kind of already talked about that. Yeah, Sebi is a Chase. I think Sebi is a credit card fanboy in general. But yes, he definitely knows how to maximize all of his points. Don't you guys have mutual friends with All In Podcast guys? Any chance you can go on their show? Vice versa, maybe ask Chamath about selling SPACs or him selling. So that's where you need to tune in to Dumb Money Live because that's where you're going to hear all about stocks. I've done some business, kind of more educational and background kind of information, but if you want to see interviews with Chamath, Chris, can you hook that up for us? You still have the Ritz Visa. So I canceled that a long time ago. And I now only use it as a prop because it was a good metal credit card to drop. Yeah, Chris, we need to talk. The Pay Yourself Back program made the Chase cards better. So yes, to be able to use it as statement credit is good. If you can get better than a penny a point, that would be better. And if you didn't have to pay, I don't know. I've just haven't done the Chase game, so I don't really have a strong opinion on that. I would rather have cash than statement credits in general. And Dumb Money is in an all. Caleb would be Dumb Money all in collab would be great. Yes, we should do an all in collab. Chris says, we're going to do a whole episode on what's in Chris's wallet, so we're not going to address that. Which card has the best travel insurance with reasonable annual fee? So I have a spreadsheet that outlines all of this. If you go to heythere.tv/cards, you can access, and I haven't actually updated it with this new Amex information yet, and there's a couple other things that might need to be updated, but generally it does tell you which ones have the best, or what the limits are. I don't really rank it by which one's best, but it will show you for like lost baggage. What are the limits? And does it even include lost baggage? So trip cancellation. Do you get is it a $10,000 trip cancellation? And sometimes I think note if it requires like a hospitalization or something to actually qualify, which it's really hard to get any actual benefit out of a lot of those benefits that insurance companies are running, because insurance companies' jobs are to deny your claim, right? You're not doing a good job if you are paying claims. Although the Platinum Card does have some good like theft and damage protection on new purchases, I believe for 90 days. I've only one time had a high value item lost or stolen during the window, and it wasn't on the Amex card, and it actually was on a card that had it. Maybe it was the Citibank, Advantage, World, MasterCard, whatever the super long name of that card is. And I was in South Africa and left my iPhone in the back of a taxi and never to be seen again. But I didn't have my phone and I didn't have any of my information, and I didn't have everything synced and backed up like I do now. So I couldn't actually figure out even how to call to try to place that claim until after the window had closed for me being able to make that claim. Let's see here. Live phone calls option would be a cool feature for YouTube to add similar to Instagram Lives. Yeah, I've seen people do the Instagram Live where they can pull up people. That's a neat feature. It'd be fun. And I'm just realizing how long ago some of these comments were. We're watching and you're doing fine. The annual fee is the Prime subscription, which is great. Oh, that is in regards to the Amazon Prime card, because yes, there's no annual fee, but you do have to get the higher percentage cash back. You do have to be an Amazon Prime member, but I don't think you need that card unless you're buying stuff on Amazon. And if you're buying stuff on Amazon, you're probably a Prime member. Let's see. Should I sign up for, have you looked at TD Ameritrade card with 10% cash back? I have not looked at that. I'm going to be looking at that shortly. I was interested in getting a cashback card after your video. I talked to Amex Rep. They let me know it actually works the same, and there's in fact a limit similar to how the Platinum card works. Oh, the Black card. So Black card is invitation only. They now do have a form you can fill out if you want to be invited, which seems a little odd to me, but that's the way they're doing it. Let's see. Points are worth 0.7 cents on Amazon, so 125K is $175 in Amazon money. That's only if you're redeeming your points for Amazon purchases. Don't do that. Redeem it for cash. You get a penny a point, making it a true 5%. And that 0.7 cents, I thought Amazon purchases were also 1%. If you're getting 0.7 cents on the Amazon card, you should redeem it for something where you're getting a penny a point. Let's see. Curious what the better than 4% card is. Well, you're going to have to stay tuned. Let's see. This video is making me wonder what the credit card equivalent to a Virtuo phone. I don't know what a Virtu phone is. Let's see. What do we got going on here? So Brandon thinks I should do these live streams more often. I've been thinking about it because it takes me so long to edit a video, and I've been traveling. It might be fun to try doing live streams a little bit more. You guys have any other questions? Because of you, I downsized my credit cards. Because of you, I've been happier. So that's what it's all about. It's simplifying your life. It is like, if I were trying to get every last point, the best transfer these points into another program so that I can take this flight that I didn't want to take because it's the best redemption. Yeah, that's stressful. I like to de-stress my life. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really surprised at how far behind in these comments are, because these are comments relating to things that happened half hour ago. So I realize I am at an hour and 8 minutes of nonstop talk. I really need to do a version of this with Chris Camillo on it, because he tends to be able to talk for a long time on Dumb Money Live. Let's see. Oh, we did get look at this. We got a super chat, an R20. I don't know what. Oh, it's Arthur. Hey, Arthur helps edit videos on Hey There Dave here. So awesome. New credit card video. Yes, we need to work on one, and I have one coming soon. But I think I'm going to edit that one myself, because there's so many cuts, so many. I can never complete a sentence in one take. Let's see. Do you still think Airbnb is a good stock? tune in and subscribe to Dumb Money. Go to dumbmoney.tv and you'll hear us talk about Airbnb and all sorts of other things. I will tell you that I am still invested in Airbnb, and I think they're a great company, and I would love to have Airbnb have some kind of a tie-in with my credit cards, right? So, will the Chase Amazon breakup be like when Amex Costco broke up, i.e. Amex accounts went over to Citi? Does Chase own all of the accounts? I actually don't know. That's a great question. But I'll bring that information to you as I get it. So maybe we'll do more of these live streams and just kind of have a free flow conversation. Maybe we'll find a way to do call-ins. Maybe we'll just do this somehow more frequently. Oh, look at this. I got a super sticker. I don't even know what I can't put the super sticker on the screen, but Mary sent a character holding their head in their hands saying incredible. It's the super stickers text description version is amazing. Love it. There were a reminder here. Do not close those other cards. So that's what this is how random access my brain is. I finally remembered that Credit Karma is where I wanted to go to look at my credit report, because you want to keep your oldest cards active for forever. So that's why I'm not closing things like remember the old Starwood Preferred Guest Purple card that then turned into something else, and then I believe it's a Bonvoy Brilliant or something that I don't carry but I continue to have because it's an old credit card, and I don't believe there's a free downgrade path for that. So if there was, I would definitely probably switch to that. Definitely, probably. That's a real strong thing. There we go. Okay. Fave loves that I can't talk on this. Dave loves that I can't talk on this. Oh yes, it is. It's actually easy to have a conversation with myself with Chris not in the room or split screen with me, because I just have to fill the air with myself talking. So I do have, it looks like my credit score has gone down recently, probably because my balances have shot up this summer as I'm vacationing, and I have, let's see, what has changed. So now I have a 788 and a 801 for my credit scores. You're not going to be able to see that, but down 29 points on TransUnion and down 27 points in Equifax, and I don't know why, because I don't see anything. See what changed. This is not sponsored. Credit Karma is just an app that I personally enjoy. So my balance on multiple cards increased. My Bank of America Everything Else card increased by $9,000. So that's why my credit score went down. It'll be back. I was like at 930. I mean, 9:30. I was like at 8:30 not long ago. But that is one reason that I don't close old credit cards, is because it helps with your average age of your credit cards. And if I could show this on another episode. When I unplugged that, everything went blank. But luckily, I think I'm still on the air. I'll be able to share my phone with you in a future episode when I figure out how to get that to work with Ecamm Live. But my average age of credit is, which one am I looking at? This is on, I don't even know. But average age is 5 years and 9 months, which sounds short, but I've had a Citi card in there for 15 years and 3 months, a Citi card for 14 years and 9 months, an Amex card for 12 years and 3 months, a JP Morgan, I'm guessing that's my Amex card, for 4 years, and then another Citibank for 3 years. And then the ones that I need to close to actually increase my average age are ones that are lower than my average. So my Barclays, which was the Uber card, which they absolutely killed that card. So I need to cancel that. There's another JP Morgan card. I'm not sure which one that is. Oh, that's probably, one of them is the Amex card and the other one is, I have some other card. I don't remember what it is. Goldman Sachs 1 year. So my Apple card. And then I have most recently all these new cards that I have 1 year, 7 months and 1 year, 5 months on my Bank of America Dufecta trademark, which is my red card, my black card, and then my Amex card. So the cards that I actually use most often all are cards that I've opened within the past year, but I still have cards that I've been hanging on to for 15 plus years just to keep that credit old. So that was a long answer to Mike's question, which wasn't a question, it was a statement. AAVV wants to know who's Chris Camillo. I don't know, some random guy on the internet. Dumbmoney.tv. If you are not a subscriber there and you're a subscriber here, I would love to have you join the family over there as well. We've got to do a Jordan wallet check too. Yes, absolutely. I think I could do like a reoccurring series of what's in people's wallets. I saw Credit Shifu do that with Graham Stephan the other day, and seems like a great idea. Just random people I know. He beat me to Graham though, so let's see. Our friend has a Centurion and a yacht. Yeah. I also have a Centurion, but it's his. I think I still have it in here somewhere. It's in the studio because I use it as a prop from time to time. What else do we have? Poor Jordan never gets a word in. Yeah. So Mike clearly is a watcher of Dumb Money Live, and he knows. Let's see what we've got here. Dave is just living. Yeah. This is what I do Saturday night. It's the new Saturday Night live from Dallas. Jordan will figure a month figuring out how to squeeze 1% off his electric bill, which is true. And that's why I actually would like to see what's in his wallet, because we haven't discussed that. As much as I talk about credit cards, I don't know what card he uses. Video skipping. I guess I'm up to the point where when I unplugged this, it made everything go bonkers for a second. Hopefully everything's okay now. Credit Karma is a Vantage score, not a FICO score. Almost worthless, really. It uses Experian. Yeah, it is not the real deal, and you can get the real deal through various credit card apps. I just like their interface, and I don't know. If I were really concerned about my credit score, I would be looking for an actual FICO score. It's more like a video game to me. Like, oh, my credit score went down. Let me try to let me see what I can do to make it go back up. And if I'm manipulating a fake Vantage score, that's cool. Let's see. If you are starting to get tired, call up Chris and turn it into an impromptu Dumb Money Live. And we could do that on this channel. No, I think we're going to wrap up soon. I see that we now have more likes than viewers, which isn't that like a sign that you're supposed to sign off? I just wanted to see if I could get to the bottom of the comments, and people are still doing them. Video's okay now. Dave Hansen, Saturday Night Live vibes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Will I ever travel to Dubai? I've been to Dubai multiple times. I've only stayed there briefly once, but Dubai is like the connecting point to get to, wherever you're trying to go. So, I think one time when I was going to Cape Town, and then another time when I was going to maybe Egypt. Anyway, yes, I would love to come hang out with you in Dubai. Arlen. My vision is not good enough to tell if that's an I or an A on the screen. Anyway, that is, show us your score. So if you tune in for the next Hey There Dave Here live, I will show you my credit score through Credit Karma, and I'll even log in through some other app so that I can figure out. And is it possible to tell us your credit limit on Apple and Amazon cards? Yes, it is possible. Ask me another time, because I don't really have that information pulled up. I might be able to tell you. Does it tell you in this Credit Karma app? I think it does. Hang on. I will tell you, and it's funny, my available credit, because I have all these cards and some of them are old and have high credit limits. I will from time to time get an alert saying you can increase your credit score by decreasing the amount of the percentage of your credit used. You're currently using 2%. Because I have a lot of available credits. So yeah, you just want to know which one. The Apple Card, it doesn't show me how much credit limit I have. It just says it's good standing and that I have a $30,000. I have a $699 balance and a $30,000 credit limit on Apple Card. And then what other one did you want to know? I'm totally transparent. I trust you guys. You want to know my social security number? Here, let me just put it on a piece of paper. No, just kidding. But I will show you my score. Once I can get this thing plugged in, you'll be able to see everything. If you have high resolution something, you might be able to see it here. And Orlando needs more sliders, so we'll just let this go while we're saying I was denied by Amazon Visa with a 742 FICO score, 2% utilization, and flawless payment. See, Amazon Visa being a Chase card, Chase is one that I was denied once, and I think it was because I don't remember, but they had me call them, and then they needed to send me something in the mail, and then they needed to verify my identity. There was something weird going on with their approval system, maybe because I had never had a credit card with them before. This was before I had the Amazon card and whatever card I've had for 4 years or so. I also was denied, and I think it was the fancy one, the expensive one that I was denied for, and it put a bad taste in my mouth. Maybe that's why I don't actually have any Chase cards, because they denied me one time. True Vantage score is not FICO, generally higher than your true FICO. In my experience, tons of free stuff you can get with Vantage score websites and good ballpark estimate. Yeah, credit cards are a fun game. Credit scores are a fun game. And if I could just get this on there, I would show you everything. But you can see that I have, if I put it here, you might be able to focus on it. 788. There you go. There's my current score. And if you want to see my history, and you can see that I was up higher and dropped. Where do they show you the history? Oh, here it is. I was up higher and dropped. I have to cover my eyes because that's what it tries to focus on. There. See? Boom. I dropped 27 points because I am using my credit cards and still paying them all off every month. Let's see what else we got. Curious, if you were in your 20s, had a $200 hotel credit and wanted a vacation within the U.S., would you pick Hawaii? If I was in my 20s and Hawaii was attainable for airfare and all the other reasons, yeah, Hawaii is awesome. I would definitely go to Hawaii. That's Mateo. Mateo was an early Hey There Dave Here viewer who won a free t-shirt for something I did one day. And yes, we would do more Hey There Dave Here lives, and I think it's fun. And we'll just this is what it's like. This is a Chill Dave version where you don't see me full of just information, but you can actually just ask me questions. It's like an Ask Me Anything, which I tried to do like a text version where you would write me questions, and then do you know how long that took to edit, to like have the half screen come up with the thing? And that's it was like a 30-minute episode. It didn't get that many views, and so I stopped doing those. But this seems like a good way to handle that sort of thing. You'll need my address too. Yes, so my social address, you need my date of birth, and probably my mother's maiden name too. And then you're set. That's all you need. That's dope. I'm on the right track. I have $11,000 credit limit with Apple, and I'm 33. That's awesome. So, and I made a whole video about why I'm not using the Apple Card, and I still stand by everything I said in that. And in that video, the actual result is I do like the Apple Card for Apple purchases, and I buy a lot of stuff from Apple, including extra storage for iCloud and all of that good stuff, and movies. Like, I rent movies on Apple TV more than any other service. Just, I guess I like their interface. And all of those get the 3% back. And if I had a better anything else card, which stay tuned, you might see one next week on Hey There Dave here. Yeah, Apple Card is great for Apple purchases, and I actually have been using their finance, like their zero interest payment plan. Basically, this laptop is the MacBook Air M1 edition, and it cost me like $30 a month or something. And by the time I'm done with it, I trade it in. It's like, I think it's a pretty cool program they have going on there. Great live stream. Next time, have Graham on with you. So you may recall, and I think you've even asked me about it in comments before, there was supposed to be a live Hey There Dave here with me and Graham back when we were having a feud over whether or not annual fees made sense. But instead, I mean, just scheduling, and that never happened. But there is an episode of the Graham Stephan Iced Coffee Hour featuring yours truly, where I talk about all sorts of things, including, I don't even know. That was another meandering conversation that was all over the place, and I was really surprised they were even able to edit it down to something semi-watchable. But I enjoyed it. Go watch that one. Give it a thumbs up. Tell them you, Hey There Dave here sent you. The Chase Amazon Prime limit is visible in the Chase app. Go to the card. How about we just reveal all of my credit cards? Like, that could be a clickbaity title. Like, I reveal all of my credit. I reveal my X $100,000 credit. Something. Would you tune in for that? If you would tune in for that, let me know. We still have 270 viewers. I thought for sure you guys are going to be tuning out by now, but you never know what's going to happen, because if you watch long enough, things just, where's your next trip? So I am headed to Montauk with Chris Camillo, and we're going to do a Dumb Money Live out there. But we're not doing it for Dumb Money Live. We're doing it for vacation, but that's... This computer needs a little light on it to give some separation from the all black set. Okay, so for Apple Card, go in the card, Apple Wallet, target this. Yeah, we're gonna go through all of the credit cards. So make sure you are subscribed. I mean, I'm sure if you are watching this on Saturday, July 3rd, you are probably a subscriber, and you will definitely be here for when I reveal all of my credit limits. Is that even interesting? I don't even know. Let me know. Just type yes if you think that's interesting. Dylan wants to know what mic I'm using. I'm using a Rode NTG. It is just out of frame right here. I don't even think you can see it in this shot. Nope. And then this is a Canon EOS R, and that is a Sony A7S III, and this is a ATEM Mini, and a Zoom, and a Apple, and a iPad, and Aperture. Pretty much this is the same studio as the studio tour that I gave a while back. When was that? That was at the end of, well, it was pre-pandemic. 2019? Yeah, studio tour. A little bit has changed. This is just gray paper, and the Dumb Money set is behind me. I call it a Dumb Money set. I'm literally just on the third floor of my house. It's kind of like a loft bedroom space. You can see it when you watch that tour video. Is the Amex Platinum worth it if you don't travel a lot? That is a good question, and a good way to bring it all back into the topic at hand. Is the Amex Platinum worth it if you don't travel a lot? I don't think the Amex Platinum is worth it if you don't use the features that it has anyway. Whether it's travel or, airfare is the best. For me, I use airfare and hotel bookings through AmexTravel.com for the 5 times points. And that's really it. for using the card. I will also use it for the $20 credit that I'm getting for Hulu or Netflix, or I think a combination. And there's a few things that I use the card for. And like people have said earlier, if you are just tuning in, earlier we were talking about how it seems to have almost turned into like a couponing card where you basically have to respond to special offers to get the best deals. I'm not into that. I don't really try to maximize every little penny, every little point. But if it includes something that I would use anyway, TSA PreCheck, yes, I'm definitely going to have that. It gives you $100 once every 4 years. So yes, I will use that card or one of the cards that offers that. And I will probably be staying, in the next year, I will be staying in one of the fine hotels, one of the luxury hotel things that gives you the $200 credit. So that makes that worth it to me. You just really have to do a point by point. Just go to the Amex website, look at every single feature, every single thing that they're using as a selling point, and decide, is that something I would use? And if so, would I have used it even if I hadn't prepaid? Basically, you're prepaying for it. If you're paying a $700 annual fee, you are prepaying for a bunch of services. And are you getting at least $800 worth of value for your $700? Then maybe it's worth. What is your net worth? Maybe we'll reveal that next week. What is my pet's first name? You guys all know my pet's first name if you regularly watch. Now we're just fishing for identity theft. Got to be careful with you guys, especially Mike. You're very sneaky. Let's see. Hawaii it is. Good. You should definitely send pictures to either this channel or Dumb Money because we will find a way to feature that. Let's see. These are people replying to other people. What is your highest limit credit card? That's a good question. If there was an easy view to browse that, I would tell you right now, but I don't know offhand. And I would have to go through each. Stay tuned for a future episode. I'm going to have this plugged in so you can see it all live. What are you doing here, iPod? Go play some games. The OG daily vlogs making a comeback. Oh, that is... I did daily vlogging 1 month in July, and it's already July 3rd, so I can't possibly do it this year because it's already the 3rd. I would have already missed it. And we're traveling too much. We just got back from I'm in town for 2 nights before we go out of town again. So, yeah. Won't Prime Video rental give you 5% back? If you order anything through Amazon on your Amazon card, you get 5% back. I'm pretty sure. I don't think there are limitations, like gift cards don't count, but anything I think when you rent a movie on Amazon Prime, you get 5% back. That's all I use my Apple Card for too. Apple stuff. Let's see. What if it's a Charizard card in that FedEx pack? It's not. Do you think American Express will issue credit card in between the Centurion card and the Platinum card, the Optio card, yes or no? So that is something that I believe I even talked about in one of my videos at one point. I early on thought that they would. It was when I was doing the unboxing of the Black card. I think I hinted at that being a possibility, and at that point I thought it was a strong possibility. I don't think it's going to happen. Now that they've basically raised the annual fee on their Platinum card, and they've raised the fee on the other one. They haven't really filled the gap, but I feel like they're hitting their revenue objectives. And really, what other random perks? They put a private jet discount on the Platinum card. If there's something trying to be more bougie and more like trying to just, that seems like a huge gimmick to me. And if you're flying private, if you're booking private jets and you're using a coupon to do it, you have no business doing that. So yes, I'm going to do a follow-up episode live where I reveal my credit limit and single highest. I'm going to have all of that information ready to go, and I will figure out how to use that app better and be able to do it live so that it's not just a bunch of doctored screenshots like some places you might find here on the internet. Great live stream, Dave. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. And Lisa is still here. Yes. Love it. Oh, so you're finally, this is how slow I am at responding to comments. You're now just saying that, yes, you would like me to. Dave's coming to Long Island made my night. Would definitely tune in to a credit card portfolio vid. I'd tune in for your credit card limits, etc. next week. How come Jordan is so cheap? This is good. All right, so we're coming up. Oh, I was trying to say we're coming up on an hour and a half, and I just realized that it's been an hour and 30 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for this one. What do I say? That's the latest from here. So I'll see you back there for the next. Hey there, Dave here. Oh, and I don't even have music. This show will get better, I promise. I will have music for you guys next time. All right. But click on this video. There's going to be a video here if you're watching the replay all the way to the end. You should click on it.